versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market. Oh my God, Buff Nation. I love to see this. Shout out to Profit X for sponsoring the channel. Shout out to your Colorado area Taco Bells and the Buff Box Real NIL. They're helping make this thing possible. And I've been hearing it all summer, all spring, man, into the fall, even though we've had a wonderful start to high school recruiting, all things considered, with where we've been in the past few years. Every time I post on a visit, every time I talk about Siderian Morgan, every time that I talk about a wide receiver or a skill position guy or a cornerback, something like that, I hear all you negative Nancys in the comments saying, well, where's the defensive lineman? How about more linebackers? Even though we got 3 committed right now. How about the offensive lineman? Oh my God. We need guys at every position. I'm not ever going to be mad about us recruiting high talent, no matter what position they play, because we're going to have to fill out a roster. Thank God we can put some of this to bed with a shocker here. Alabama in shambles. Emanuel Ruffin, out of nowhere, after visiting this past weekend, has committed to the Colorado Buffaloes. Y'all be sure, smash that like, hype, get in the comments, let everybody know that Colorado's the best football program of all time. That's how I'm feeling today. This guy's out of the Alabama backyard right there. Bessemer, Alabama, chose the Buffs over Ohio State, Missouri. Yeah, kick rocks, Missouri, as well as Ole Miss. Ha! Suck it, Lane Kiffin. We coming. You'll love to see it. So he is now, I believe, Colorado's top-rated recruit. Now our 12th commit in this recruiting class so far. We're off to a wonderful start. Hey, we might even hit that 20 mark by the end of this recruiting season for the class of 2026. Wouldn't that be something, guys? Now, we'll get into the highlights here in just a moment, but I do want to share a little bit about him. Here is his 24/7 profile right here. 92 rated overall guy, 92 rated guy in the composite, which compiles all the recruiting sites. Top 10 player in Alabama, as you can see. Rated 9th overall in Alabama, a top 20 defensive lineman in the country, and just overall a top 125 player, man. That is a fantastic top 150 player in the entire country, regardless of position. We're getting a guy that has a great positional flexibility across the entire defensive line at 6'4", 290. I do think that he probably profiles to play more inside rather than like outside defensive end, but plenty of flexibility. Let's go ahead and get into the tape. I think that you guys are going to absolutely love it. Welcome to the Buffs, Emanuel Ruffin. I love to see it. And as you will see, he has some of the same qualities as the other guys that we're recruiting. They are relentless. He is relentless. And he pops off the tape with just how ginormous he is, how he's able to just get after the passer. Sorry, my face got in the way right there. Well, look at that, 57 right there. Look at 57. Right now, they only got 1 game logged for his senior season, but you want to know how many tackles he had in that 1 game Max Preps has logged? 8 tackles from a defensive lineman. That's insane. Oh, man. You're going to try and get this short yardage gain right here at 33? Man, ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Penetrating, blown plays up from the inside. You see him play defensive end too. Doesn't have many sacks on the year or throughout his high school career, so that's why I am wondering if probably he profiles to play a little bit better of an interior defender rather than somebody out on the edge. But I'll go ahead and read, as you guys are watching this highlights, the 24/7 recruiting profile on him. So he's 6'5", 290 pounds, Big body defensive lineman that shows the ability to impact the game at multiple positions in a 3-down front. Ruffin is primarily, I said Rufkin earlier. Ruffin is primarily positioned as a 5 technique with the ability to slide inside situationally as a nose tackle. Good athlete for his size. The Alabama native typically relies more on his natural athleticism, more so than his stout frame and play strength to penetrate opposing backfields. In addition, the position versatile defensive lineman exhibits a good first step quickness and explosiveness off the line of scrimmage while showing the ability to bend and redirect extremely well at a near 300 pounds. A stout defender in the run game, the top 24/7 prospect demonstrates the ability to unlock and explode out of his hips on contact, displaying his capability taking on and defeating double teams. You've seen that in the highlight tape already. Projects as a high floor defensive line prospect that appears to have the size and athleticism to have a potential early impact on Saturdays while possessing the ability to grow into a multi-year above average starter at the Power 4 level. Man, this is what I'm talking about. Welcome to the Buffs, Emanuel Ruffin. Sorry I mispronounced your name to start this video. Sorry. Please forgive me. Now, let's get to the stat totals on Ruffin's career so far. His junior year, 11 games played, 51 tackles. That's 4.6 tackles per game. 2 TFLs. His sophomore year, he had 5 TFLs and 52 tackles. And again, 1 game logged right now on Max Preps where he's had 8 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Fantastic. Big-time athlete, 6'5", 290 pounds. Got to credit Warren Sapp, Domata Peko, Coach Prime, the recruiting staff, man, for bringing him in. And, hey, when you win on national TV, you look good doing it. This is what can happen, baby. I absolutely love it. I'm going to read some quotes that he had about his visit, courtesy of Chad Simmons. Quote, "The environment was like no other," Ruffin told Rivals. "Everything felt like a big family, and they made it feel like home. The culture is rich, and it's something I want to be a part of." Yahoo Sports said, in the end, Ruffin said, "The people, the way they coach, and how he feels at home led him to commit to Colorado. Deion Sanders and Warren Sapp were support factors as well. Coach Prime is really straightforward and one of the most real coaches I have met. Coach Sapp was the same way. He is very detail-oriented and wants the best out of his players. He has a lot of experience playing the position and coaches hard. I'm excited to be a part of the journey and eager to be coached by the Hall of Famer." Hall of Famers. Beautiful. Also want to shout out Coach L. That's Leonard Stevens. That's his personal trainer. He also worked with Cameron Silman Craig coming out of high school, I believe, and a little bit in his college career. So that connection with Coach L, Cameron Silman Craig, and Coach Prime, Deion Sanders at Jackson State has continued to flourish and bear fruit as we have Emanuel Ruffin committing to the Buffs right now, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely love it. So if you guys are wondering where we're at in our recruiting within the Big 12, right now we still have 12 commits, which is a little bit less than what some of the top programs are doing in the Big 12. They're right around 20. But the average rating for our recruits is at 88.7 according to 24/7, and that puts us right in at 5th in the Big 12. So right now, I think we're like second to last, like overall in the class. But overall, our rating has been significantly higher than that. So that's a positive spin on things. Right now, we're never going to be the largest high school recruiting class in the Big 12. That's just not how it's going to be. But we do have a handful of 4-star players now committed. This is fantastic. Let me see here. So you can see Emanuel Ruffin right there at the top of this class, 4-star. Rodney Colton, linebacker. Preston Ashley. How about all this, man? How about all of that. We got our top 3 guys being defensive players. I think that's wonderful. Carson Crawford, Gavin Mueller, Xavier Payne, DeMonte Timms, Ben Gula, Josiah Manu, Colby Johnson, Domata Peko, and Maurice Williams round out the group. So we have like 3 offensive linemen. We now have a defensive lineman, which is great. 3 linebackers, a couple safeties, a cornerback. I think a tight end. Things are coming together really, really well. And yes, I still think that this is just the beginning of it. And I think like right now, most of us have probably adjusted our expectation to some degree, depending on what you were thinking the Buffs were going to do coming into the season. Again, anything is still on the table right now. If Kaidon Salter gets hot and we go get BYU on national television this week, game on. But I think, again, at minimum, if we're able to put another winning product out here this year, that's going to be fantastic in what will be seen as a transition year for the program. And I think you'll see guys continue to hop on board, commit to the Buffs culture that Coach Prime is building here. I love to see it. I'm a very happy man today. I love it. And, for the few of y'all that are always very loud, can never be satisfied with anything, y'all bow out of this one. Shut the hell up. We're about celebrating this one, baby. This is going to be awesome. Welcome to the Buffs, Emanuel Ruffin. I love it. I'm pumped about it. And hey, I got to shout out my friend, Will Sosa on X. He's the one that hit me up. He said, Dave, keep an eye out for this. And I said, dude, you called it. So shout out to Will Sosa. Thanks for keeping me up to date on the Twitterverse. Now, guys, I'll get to some of your comments, man. I am pumped up about this one. Absolutely. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, and by the way, Alabama in shambles, Ole Miss in shambles. Who else? Mizzou, absolutely in shambles. We are no longer a poverty program. That's right. We got a new Ralphie. It's a new age. Ralphie 7's here. Ralphie 6 out of the picture, man. We're getting 4 stars. They're growing like they're on trees, right? Is that the expression? Who cares? Yeah, I'm pumped up about this. Kodiak saying, check your text. Mario wants you and me and Mark on altitude adjustment tonight. Fuck, can't do it. I have to film a BYU interview. Otherwise, I would love to do it. Linda, what's going on? Go Coach Primes. Go Buffs. Yes. High motor guy. He plays with tenacity. He's always blowing stuff up in the backfield. He's throwing guys left and right. And again, this guy's 6'5", 290 already. Just wait till Swayze gets with it. Look at him pushing this guy. Look at him pushing that guy. He looks great. He looks like a beast. He looks like a Hall of Famer already. That's what we're going to do. Coach Prime is cooking now. High school recruiting is where it's at. I would love to get more high school recruits, especially now with only one transfer portal window. Thank God we only got one transfer portal window. Let's go. I like where we're going here. Now, for some reason, man, this defense has been soft this year. But I'm still bullish on this defense long term, baby. Just wait till Noah King gets going. David, you crazy as hell saying Bama is in shambles. Oklahoma State's in shambles, sir. No, man, it's always Alabama. This is shout out to all the Alabama fans when I talked about their receiver or whatever who was visiting. I always do that to piss off these opposing fans, and they come in here, they're all upset. So I had to do it again. If you're an Alabama fan in here, checkmate. I got you. We got you. The Buffs on top. Where would Alabama be right now without Nick Saban still being involved, man? It's a cluster over there. It is not good. Come to Colorado. It's not today. That's right. Man, I'm just so pumped up about this. But yeah, Alabama's in shambles. Oklahoma State, I forgot to say this. They fired Mike Gundy. Dude, that sucks, man. It sucks to see the tenure for Mike Gundy in that way, but he's a man. He's well over 40. He can handle it. He's got millions of dollars, whatever. And then this is what I don't get. when the defensive line's not performing good, everybody's blaming Warren or Domata Peko and not Warren Sapp. Why can't we just hold both of them accountable? Right now, the defensive line has not played good, but let's see what he says. I've been extremely concerned that Domata Peko has not been able to attract a Samoan pipeline. Shouldn't there be 2 Pekos committed, or did he go to North Carolina? I still don't think his son has committed anywhere. So we'll have to see, man. Gennaro, I wouldn't say that I'm extremely concerned. I do have like some worry, but again, with this being his first year, there's just a lot of slack that I'm willing to give when it comes to recruiting. But we better see some more. We better see some more as time goes on, man. Kind of like a guy's rookie year, there's slack given. There's a little bit more patience, but I think losing Damian Lewis has not been helpful. This is a great sign, though, that things are trending back up in the right direction with Emanuel Ruffin coming over here, man. Juju's future is looking very bright. Yes, absolutely. And I love it. I just opened the video. Who do we get? We got a 4-star defensive lineman, the top guy in our entire class now, Emanuel Ruffin, 6'5", 290 pounds, right out there from the state of Alabama. Alabama Crimson Tide in absolute shambles. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got a beast that's going to be making some noise. I mean, we got London Merritt, Alexander McPherson. I'm still bullish on Christian Hudson. He'll probably redshirt this year. It ain't no biggie. We're building a nice defensive line. I'm big on these linebackers coming in. We got 3 big linebackers. It will get better, guys. Let's see here. Bigger, stronger, faster, SCO buffs, Jamaica love. Hey, yeah, shout out Jamaica. I'm about it, man. Yeah, exactly. Damian Lewis went off to Miami and is getting every blue chipper he can get. Yes. Damian Lewis was a big loss for this staff, but this is a sign that things are trending back up in the right direction. Dave, do you think the 52-0 beatdown last year played a part in putting Mike Gundy on the hot seat? A little bit. The problem was Agent One that they got absolutely destroyed in every game that they played last year, pretty much. And they came into this year without a quarterback. I think that their quarterback room had a combined it was well under 20 total passes that their entire quarterback room had thrown coming into the year. Inexcusable. And you've seen that. I mean, lost to Tulsa, could not get the offense going. I think, of course, losing to Colorado in that fashion plays a part in it, but that's just one game in a much larger story that Oklahoma State has not been in a good position over the last couple of years, really since DJ McKinney left. Yeah, how about that? Let's go ahead and get to some more of his highlights here, though, and then I'll get back to some of your comments, guys. But, man, I'm pumped up about this. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Well, guess we could take a look at his freshman highlights. I mean, why not? Why? Well, let's look at his sophomore highlights. Here we go. But yeah, just crazy. I mean, this is what happens when you don't adjust to embracing NIL. You might do it a little too late. You forget to focus on quarterback, which is one of the highest, most important positions in all of sports. It's a shame, man. Yeah, but Damian Lewis absolutely killing it. Coach Sapp can't recruit because he's always beefing with the Florida Sheriff's Department. Hey, Keith said it, not me. Dave, don't forget about the belly coming from Florida State. Who's the belly coming from Florida State? Am I missing someone, Ancient One? We have somebody on Florida State on our defensive line right now. I don't even know. Are you talking about Christian Hudson? I love Christian Hudson. Dave, how's it going, dude? I see you and Russ are doing early in forms, and you're both looking excited about CU's future. Oh, yeah. Is Russ on here too? Dude, great. Go subscribe to Buffs News Weekly and join his call-in show on Mondays. I think that's been pretty successful. So really happy for him. And, yeah, love doing stuff with Russ. And he's just outside of Boulder. hopefully I can get back there eventually. But man, yeah, just really happy to have Russ out there, and he'll be at the game. He texted me for this BYU game. So, guys, BYU is a really damn good football team. I'm recording an interview tonight with one of my friends who's a BYU content creator, Trevor. You guys have seen him on here before from Saturday's Warrior. So that's going to be aired tomorrow night on the Buffs Blitz on Wednesday nights at 7 Mountain Time. So, yeah, BYU, man, they kicked our butt last year here in San Antonio at the Alamo Bowl. It's time for us to get our revenge. It's time for Kaidon Salter, baby, to not 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns against this elite BYU defense. That's how I'm feeling today, man. Oh, they're talking about Xavier Payne. Dude, I love Xavier Payne, man. Great offensive tackle. I'm excited to see what we can do with him. And I saw that Jordan Seaton and Zach Chrysler are expected to play. We're going to need that most definitely, man. Hey, Dave, how are we going to poach some of these guys from these poverty programs? First off, love the fact that you call them poverty programs. That means you've been watching the channel. I absolutely love it. But yeah, we need to go and get like we need to go get Taj McCoy back, man, from Oklahoma State. We need to be on the phone right now with everybody from Oklahoma State. Well, maybe not everybody, maybe just a few guys that are worth being on this team. But guys, we need more trench players. How about some tight ends? How about some more tight ends? I know we got some young guys that we're all excited about, but more tight ends, just more. The Star Wars meme. More. That's what we need, man. Dude, Ruffin is an absolute monster. Again, apologies to Ruffin. I mispronounced your name. I'm going to blame my ADHD for that one. Gennaro said, I'm going to keep 100. I'm waiting for the Gators to continue losing and eventually lose their head coach. I want Cormani back in Boulder. I said it, man. All the wonderful takes are coming out today. Hey, congratulations to Cormani McClain. Seems to have figured it out. Took him a little bit longer than all of us expected, but I saw that he was, I think, Florida's top-rated defender this past week. I mean, I think they lost, right? But that doesn't matter. Cormani McClain had an interception, and he's been looking good, man. Congratulations to him. But here's the thing, Gennaro. Until he can learn that he played at the University of Colorado, not the University of Boulder, I can't jump on that with you. But if he says, you know what, I realize I screwed up the name of the school after they paid me all that NIL to go there, I'm sorry, then all is forgiven. I know, dude. What is up with Taj McCoy, man? Leaving. Why did he do that, man? And it would have been really nice to have Taj McCoy because we have struggled getting pressure off the edge right now. We have. It has not been to, I think, the level that we have expected. The expectations right now, I think, for our pass rush are very, very high. So, yeah, we need more of that. We need more. We need Taj McCoy out here. Come on now. Linebackers, we're getting there. Rodney Colton, Coach, man. Coach Hart, sorry. Coach Hart, undefeated, man. You cannot knack him. He's amazing. And it's looking like we are going to be without Simeon Price and Kalen Taylor for this matchup, man, against BYU. That sucks. Sucks nuts, man. But thankfully, we do have Dallin Hayden back, guys. And Dallin Hayden not nursing any quad or hamstring or ankle injuries, nothing lower body. He was dealing with like a fracture in his hand or something like that in fall camp. So he should be well beyond 100%, like ready to go now. Because we haven't really seen him. We saw him get a few snaps last week against Wyoming, but he's going to be fresh. And he was the starting back throughout most of camp until maybe the last week and a half when he ended up, or maybe 2 weeks before the regular season when he broke his hand. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Micah Welsh, we have seen flashes. Can he run more decisively downhill? Sometimes we've seen him go more east-west. You know Marshall Faulk's working on that with him. But between Micah Welsh, Dallin Hayden, I think we should still have enough to get this thing done. And honestly, I don't hate the fact that the running back room will be forced to be on a tighter rotation right now. I don't hate it. Hopefully that's going to allow for one of those two backs to get in a groove. But again, our offensive line has to freaking bring it, man. Shout out to Zarian McGill. He had a great game last week against Wyoming, and we're going to need him to Ball out, man, against BYU. Very nervous about this game. We should not be expected from national pundits and all that to win, right? But we still got plenty of talent, plenty of reasons of why we can get this upset. When are we going to see Cam? I want to see Wildcat or something. I want to see him on the field. I want to see him on the field. I want to see Xavier Payne on the field, man, next year. Xavier Payne, baby. I love it. Bring the pain. Flapjack King, man. Pancake King. I love it. All right, guys. And again, I'm going to take us through here really quick. I'll just leave it on here, dude. This is where we're at with our commits. 12. How about that? 4 3-stars. Now, when you go to the overall, they actually say we got 4 3-stars, which I find, or 4 4-stars, which I find interesting. So maybe there's somebody in the composite that's rated a 4-star. But you can see 88.7 is our overall quality or whatever, average rating, and that would be good for 5th in the Big 12. So we still got some ways to go to catch up to some of these big collective teams, Baylor, BYU, and Texas Tech using that oil money. Where are our oil daddies? Come on now. Guys, we need to buy up land and start digging if we're going to win a national championship, right? But this is where we're at right now. Congratulations to the staff. I've really liked how this recruiting class has, even though we got a handful of blue chip guys, it's not like a star-studded, right? We're not going after a quarterback. Siderian Morgan again was there this weekend. That's a big deal, but we don't have like a star skill position guy. I think right now, probably the complainers in here, and I get it. They'll say, let's go get a running back. I'm with you. How about a 5-star running back? Wouldn't that be sexy? Sexy out here. Take some pressure off a young quarterback like Julian Lewis next year when he's taking over the reins. So, but I like that we're focusing on some positions that we've just needed to. Linebacker, offensive line. Now we got a good defensive line. We got some guys in the secondary. Again, I'm bullish on Noah King. Robert Livingston, come on, scheme these guys up to do some damage against BYU this week. Come on, please, please. We're good with Down and Micah, but I love some Simeon Price. Get well, my guy. Yeah, I think he's been one of the best and funnest stories of this season, Almighty Wow. Like, that's always cool. These college guys, even if they're like 4th, 5th year guys, they're still young. They're still like 22 years old, and they can still break out in college football. Like, that's perfectly reasonable. So great to see him having success. It's a bummer that he's been hurt, but he's been one of our, I think, biggest surprises and most dependable players, man, this year. Dallin has to be the running back one. I'm with you, Jesus. Put him in there to start. That's what I want to see. Have Michael Welsh get in there and spell him for change of pace. Falk has been fantastic, and he's changed the room. We're getting much better play out of our running backs. My only complaint is let's run in a little bit more, man. Let's run in a little bit more. You bring Marshall Falk in, you got to listen to him and say, feed my guys. That's what we got to do, Pat Shurmur. And we saw more of that this past game against Wyoming, a lot more balanced. And I don't think it's a coincidence why we saw Kaidon Salter play just a little bit more calm, man. He really settled in. It took us way longer than we expected to settle in, I think, to a little bit more of our identity, our strengths, have our players settle in, playing with each other. But here we go. We're going into week 5. We got the opportunity to get a winning record and put ourselves on the map as like a contender in the Big 12. Not all is lost because we lost to Houston. Man, let's hope we get Siderian Morgan, man. Wouldn't that be fantastic? He's now visited Boulder, I want to say 5 times over the past year. You got to take note of that. Dude, I'm with you on this, Gearhead. Draylon does need to slim down. He looks slow this year, man. He looks slow. I agree with you, man. Oh, no. Taco Bell bamboozled Ivan 5280 on the Buffs box. I got a regular cup and the Y2K box in my order instead of the Buffs box, man. That must mean they're just selling out like crazy, man. I wish I was in Colorado to attempt to get one myself. Let's see here. No track hawk up the middle. Yeah, we should know better for real. Have I heard anything about Augusta? No, I have not followed South Carolina at all. You have to stop the run. BYU back is number 1 in the Big 12. Yes, and I still believe they have one of the top defenses, if not the top defense in all of college football right now. But hey, we're playing at home. Ralphie Sevens here. Good juju. Student section, don't leave in the third quarter, man. I forgot to say, they were my biggest disappointment, man. They were my biggest disappointment. Get it together, man. You guys have a tradition to uphold. That was weak. That was weak. Negro League saying he's from Besma, hometown to not one but 2 Heisman Trophy winners, Bo Jackson and Jameis Winston. Oh my God. Well, might he be the next defensive lineman to win the Heisman Trophy then? I like that. Something's in the water. Something's in the water, right? Was Ndamukong Suh the last guy to win the Heisman on the defensive line? Dude, yes. And Pat Shurmur, let's come up with a game plan to spam our best players with the ball. How about that? Omarion and Sincere. Dude, I have loved this combo. I have loved this combo so much, man. These receivers are so much fun to watch. Just get them the ball. Just get them the ball as much as we can. And maybe this is the game that Quentin Gibson takes one to the house. Last year, BYU did give up a few return touchdowns, if I remember correctly, right? This could be the year or the game for Quentin Gibson to do this thing with, man. Bubble screen Pat. Oh, my God. Dude, what is this profile pic? What? Dude. All right, I'm pulling this up. We're taking a look at this thing. What is this? Bubble screen Pat? Dude, this is a diabolical profile picture, man. You got Madden bubble screen pass play right here. Pat Shurmur with the eyes of Satan on the left. Man, diabolical. Diabolical right there. It's a good profile pic, though, man. Not gonna lie, man. I love it. And I'm right there with you, Gennaro. Quentin Gibson needs to be our slot receiver, man. Yeah, dude, it doesn't even work in Madden. Dude, you're absolutely right. Come on now. Pat Shurmur, maybe you were saving your stuff, your good stuff for BYU, whatever's left of it, man. You know, Pat Shurmur saved his job this week. I'm not going to criticize him too much. All I'll say is let's see that offense perform against another Power 5 opponent, Power 4 opponent. How about that, Pat Shurmur? Do what you did against Wyoming, against BYU. Then I will crown you as an amazing offensive coordinator, dude. And I don't care if we suck the rest of the year. If we beat BYU and score like 35 points, dude, you're goated. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much. And biggest thank you, one, to Will Sosa, predicting this on Twitter. Let's go. Tagging me and everybody that he knew. And Emanuel Ruffin, baby. I love it. I cannot believe we got a defensive lineman, 4-star defensive lineman out from Alabama, out of nowhere. I love riding the emotional wave of this team, man. Today, on Tuesday, I don't even know the date, the 23rd, we're no longer a poverty program, baby. It's amazing. I'll be back again soon, guys. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe. Again, shout out to Profit X and your local area Taco Bells for supporting the Colorado Athletics, Colorado Buffaloes Athletics. Let's go, Buffs.